With taking the first ban on attack, here we go. Just double checking my settings, making sure it's sweet, and the Montang is out. See that Montang taken out. That's going to be a bit of a hit there for ND because we know New Dawn really love using that Montang. So we're gonna see that Montang get taken out there on the first ban. We're looking for the second. We're going to see the Maverick. Maverick is a good band there, obviously helping out with that CCTV, not allowing Maverick to turn the reinforced wall to a soft wall, and also Mavericking the bandits. So that's a very well played, and obviously the hatch gameplay, but they do still have the Hibana in play, so it's going to be very well. Okay, we're going to be seeing the Mirror get taken out here with the ban. So Godly Gentlemen have the last ban going on into this before we get kicking into the game. Okay. They're taking their time here. They're really thinking who they're going to ban. Like, these bans really do come down to the point where taking one operator could win or lose you the game, and Clash is going to get taken out. So that's two shield operators we've seen taken out. We still do have Blitz on the attack, Fuse obviously, and I believe that's, I don't know. I think I fucked that up. Alright, going into round one here, we do have New Dawn attacking first. On New Dawn's side, we do have Bubbles, which is the team captain. We've got Maze, Icy, Knockout, and Kirky. On Godly, we got Mr. Furious Nerd, Yucky, Omitted, Awesome, and Sly. So here we go. We've got a nice little thing with the Thatcher coming on in with the Thermite. So we are going to CCT Cash first. So this is really good operators, both on attack and defense. I'm going to pick up this controller because I need to use it. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. We're gonna look in to see what Godly Gentleman's setup is going to be on CCTV and Cash Room. So obviously we're going to go the default wall on the balcony there. They're going to reinforce garage as well as construction. So we might just see, might see a Mastro here holding the garage. But we'll soon find out. So we've got Kirky droning, definitely at New Dawn. Droning out the room. Valkyrie's setting up the Velcams for that extra intel. Going to go for that one in the trees. That is a very hard one to see. Definitely in the trees there. Alright, so here we go. We've got the everyone, they're going to be just continue droning out on site. We've got Maze ND playing on the Jackal, Icy ND playing on the Thermite, Kirky on the Severe, Bubbles on the IQ, Knockout on the Thatcher. And on the defense side here, we've got Sly on the Valk, Awesomeness on the Bandit, Mitted on the Jaeger, Yucky on the Mastro, and Furious on the Smoke. You normally see Furious playing a Valk, so this is going to be a bit different. Seeing him play a little bit different here. Alright, so it looks like ND here are going to try and get this wall. Will we see a bandit trick? Awesome is going for the bandit trick. He did. Alright, so he did get one of the charges. Thatcher's now going to blow a wall with EMP, but will we go for another bandit trick? No, he hasn't placed it yet. Second EMP coming out here from the Thatcher. Icy struggling here to get this wall. Oh, he misses the wall, so they're going to be playing around a bit here. And Icy just getting outdone by the Awesomeness on this bandit here. Really playing well. What ND could have brought was, so they're going to get off that wall because it's just not working. Or Bubbles with a nice pick there on Yucky, and Kirky on Awesomeness. So there goes the bandit. Sophia's going to get taken out, but Slyharder get nice 2k there on Kirky and Icy. We're back down on to a 3v3. Bubbles taking a lot of damage there from Godly. We got 2 on site. Bubbles is going to go back out onto this balcony here. But we do have the Jaeger, the smoke. Mr. Furious, Sly. Going to go for the Nitro Cell. Ooh, just misses Bubbles there. Playing on the IQ. We got here Omitted getting the IQ is now taken out. Bubbles is now taken out. Nice. 3Ks here for Sly. Can he go for the ace? Will he go for the ace? He is low on health. He's going to hold this as we see AMMC.End is now going to be pushing. But Sly is holding some really sly angles here. And his ND goes back into bedroom. Cover his rotate there. Knockout with a frag there on Omitted. We are back down to a 2v2. ND knockout with a frag. Nice frag there on M Furious Nerd. All down Sly harder. He drops knockout. The diffuser is down. AMMC.End pushing through Cash now. Putting the pressure on Sly. It's a 1v1 and AMMC.End gets the pick onto Sly. And whoa, what a first round here. Sly taking out 4 kills. Narrowly missing the ace there, but AMMC.End did the job, clutched up the round for New Dawn. So we're going to be going to gym and bedroom early off here, the second room of the match. No, we're going to be going back to CCTV. They just picked back onto CCTV. So they definitely held that room very strongly. Awesomeness done a really good job on the Bandit, but now he is going to be playing the Jaeger. Omitted is going to be going on the Bandit. So we're going to see a 6 pick from the Vigil to the Valkyrie from Sly here. And Yucky and Mr. Furious are going to be playing the Smoke and Mastro like they played it in the last round. And we're going to be seeing the same attack here from ND as well. So here we go, ND, they're going to go for a similar setup still because it did work for him. It worked well for him. So they're going to see here, they're going to be reinforcing off the garage, default wall, and no, they have not reinforced construction as of yet. So we got Mr. Furious playing on the smoke. So Sly is just going to be setting up the Valkyrie cams. And we're going to see, let's see if New Dawn can get the wall this time. They really struggled getting that wall, but then they did take an alternative route and got in the room and put some pressure there on construction. IQ playing on the bubble. Bubble's playing on IQ, sorry. So we've got the Thatcher and the Thermite going to hit this wall. Are we going to see any sort of sneaky runouts to Omitted? Going to ban a trick, but they're going to take out that drone. It's definitely one they need. They don't need that drone in there giving them intel on what side of the wall they're going when they are trying to pull off this bandit trick. So Icy trying to hear where he has to go. So he's trying to just... He's trying to trick this bandit. So he's going to put it down. But we see that... I think this bandit is doing a very good job in bandit tricking the wall. So I feel like what they should do now is just rotate off this early. So Kirky on the Sophia. We could see, I think that is the... Who do we have playing there? We have Awesomeness playing in the garage here. Gonna try to pick off Kirky here on the Sophia. We'll see a nice pick there through the garage. Kirky trying to find the head here of Awesomeness. If they take it this Jaeger, it'll be definitely... Oh, and he gets it. Kirky with a nice pick there on Awesomeness. But we still have... So they have not got this wall yet as well. We've got Sly. He's going to try to refrag his teammate. He does knock down Kirky there. He won't finish her off. Finish Zephyr off. We do have the construction push going on here. Knockout. Putting pressure here. Let's see. We've got AMMC.End and Bubbles putting pressure on this construction. Bubbles with a pick there on Yucky. That will see them mash right out of play. So no evil eyes to deny the plan if they get to that stage. Ooh, Nitro drops. Kirky with a beautiful pick there on a minute to take out that. I believe it was the Jaeger or the Bandit. No, the Bandit. Icy continuing. So it's a 5v1 where we see. Oh, we got knockout taking a Sly. Sly with a beautiful 2k. Takes out the Diffuser. Diffuser is down. He has low half health. Oh, and gets another pick there on Bubbles. But ANZ finishes it off once again and takes out Sly. Sly doing a very well job here. Coming up with the clutch plays, but coming short. Definitely making this match very, very entertaining. Sly on 7 kills. He's just gunning it. Coming up short. He's almost got 2 aces pretty much in this game. So he's playing very well. So we're going to be going down the church. We're going to see the Echo come into play. This is something rare that we've don't really see much in the PogCup because the Echo is one of the most operators that has been banned. So it's going to be good to actually see a bit of Echo gameplay. And Minute is going to be bringing the Ella as well. No, so we're going to be going down the church. Are we going to see some nice roaming from Mr. Furious Nerd playing on his main operator here, which is the Velk. We've seen him the past 2 weeks in the PogCup. He's been really well playing on this Valkyrie. So far we do have ND with 2 rounds up over Godly Gentleman. Will we see a bit of a game change here for Godly to adapt to ND's pinch place and possibly frag out and win their first round? Nice. We do have the Echoes in play. We've got Mr. Furious up top in bedroom. So they're going to want to try and get Mr. Furious out early. So you can see there that they're droning him out. Operator, that was the Jackal. So we've got Maze and D trying to get this Valkyrie out of the bedroom early. Emitted with a nice pick there on Kirky. So we've got Furious getting
Nitro cell set.
pinched a bit here, as he's got Jackal, but he does have a teammate that has come back to help him out. Maze putting some shots here on Furious. Emitted takes out Bubbles. Well played there from Emitted. Taking out Bubbles. So we have 3 up top at the moment. AMMC.End gets the pick there on Furious. That is now the Valkyrie out of play. But there is still 2 more players from Godly Gentleman playing up top. No, Emitted has gone back down to the bottom. I believe Awesomeness was up there too. Yes, he's playing in the garage. Going to try and get some picks if they do proceed into the garage. So it was a 3v4. So they're going to be opening up dirt here, as you can see. Icy with a thermite charge on the dirt. Do we have anyone playing dirt? They might contest this push. Echo is up top. Going to try and get the... Doesn't quite get there. So we now have a Thatcher and a thermite push from Knockout.
Hogs Booze Busters arrived. How you going? What can I get you?
I see. Just going to be droning Knockout in here. So you do have the L shotgun. That, I believe. No? So with 39 seconds. ND have to make a play here. Sly is going to be... He's going to be the one contesting this dirt push to defend it. As we got one in kitchen, it's going to put some pressure now on Sly, knock him down to half health. AMMC.End gets a pick there on Awesome. So we got Sly, he's just going to be holding that dirt. Will he get the pick here? Oh, knockout, wins that gunfight, takes that Sly, planting the diffuser down in mid, it takes that Maze. Icy gets a pick there on Yuki. It's all up to the Ella on low health. Admitted. There's a 2v2. Admitted on one shot here. The plant is down. They're going to set up this crossfire. And Knockout is going to finish it off and take out Admitted for New Dawn's third round in a row. Well played there from New Dawn. Playing exceptionally well on the attack here. But we have to see Godly adjust here. They have to adjust to come back. So they are going to go back to CCTV and cash. This is probably a room that they can win. They have come so close to winning in this room the first 2 rounds. But AMMC.End finished off in frags. Both rounds have been finished off with frags. Swishy, thank you so much for that host, man. Really appreciate that. Alright, here we go. On to round 4, going to be seen back into CCTV. Oh, we're seeing our first Legion come into play on in this game, as well as an Ash, a different. We've got AMMC.End swapping off the Jackal on to the Ash, and Bubbles is swapping onto the Jackal. So that goes their IQ. Obviously, they're not too worried about these Vel camps because they haven't really been a pain the first 2 rounds. First 3 rounds really, so they're not really worried about them. They're just going to go in and do the job. So nice setup going on here. We've got Admitted back on the Mastro. We'll probably see him playing a nice cash room hold here. We've got Legion, which is Yucky, getting played by Yucky in the garage here. Going to place those Legions down. He's going to want to stay alive, especially for endgame. So they still do have the Bandit, which is Awesomeness has been working on this Bandit quite well. Him and Admitted been swapping around, really coming a wall of pain. This wall has yet to be opened this round. Are we going to see the wall get open now? But Ash putting pressure from the bottom of the stairs, putting pressure up onto the Bandit. Thermite is now going to go for this wall. I'm surprised we haven't seen like a Buck play throwing a grenade in there to put the pressure onto the Bandit here, but Bandit is now going to get this wall. Will he get the Bandit down? And no, he won't. Icy's going to finish it. Awesome. As he went to go Bandit trick the wall. Icy now holding a nice, gets the pick there on Yucky. That is the Legion out of play. We now have a 3v2 because the Mastro went down 2, but Sly Harder gets the pick on Bubbles. The Jackal is now out of play. Sly Harder holding this cash room like he has held it most of this game. Icy is now just going to start. Oh, Furious takes it. AMMC.End. Where we have a 2v3 here. Furious playing on smoke with that FMJ9 knockout, going for the diffuser. He's going to be planting it. Sly going to put on some pressure there, but the diffuser has now been planted. Now ND are going to set up a nice crossfire. Knockout takes out Mr. Furious. Nerd is all up to Sly once again. He has one down and one across, holding the window. He's going to go for the pick. Takes out Icy. That's a Thermite. And Kirky is going to take out Sly Harder for Udon to take out the 4th round. Sly has just been playing quite well in these clutch moments in cash here. They're going to change this up and possibly go onto Gym. No, they're going to go back down to Church and Arsenal. Quite surprised we haven't seen a Gym play come into play yet. So they haven't tried it. And maybe they can win the Gym, but they're not giving it a go. They're going to go. They've gone 2 CCTVs, 1 Church, back to CCTV, and now back to Church. Godly now just have to dig deep and win a round or 2 to then get some motivation, get their mojo back, and win some rounds. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Alright, here we go. So we have the Pulse getting put into play here. That's probably going to be to sit in Arsenal room to watch the kitchen, to try to get a sneaky nitro cell, a nice wall bang, or something like that from the floor. So that Pulse is definitely going to come in really effective. This might be the operator that can bring them the game, as he can just sit underneath, use his sensor, and get some nice. So I can actually see the Twitch. AMMC.End is going to be playing the Twitch. This is our first time we've seen the Twitch come into play. Do we have anyone that is playing off site this time? Well, they're all going to dedicate the site. Looking like all of Godly are dedicated to site, which might be something that could actually win them the game. Setting up those crossfires, making those call outs, getting those frags, and winning this game by frags. Winning this round, sorry. We've got. Look like they're going to do a bit of a dirt push here. Or maybe a kitchen push. No, they're going to do the dirt push. They're going to... No, he's changed his mind. He's going to go to kitchen. But we probably will see Pulse. As I did call it, the Pulse going to be sitting in Arsenal, setting up his nitro cell. Going to try to bait them into play. Let them jump in. Maybe get a 2K here if they do jump in. Maze just causing a little bit of havoc on this Twitch zone on Mr. Furious Nerd here. I'm just... Oh, and Omitted gets a nice nitro cell then on Icy. AMMC.End follows it up, takes it out. Mr. Furious Nerd. It is now a 3v4. We got Omitted just watching this Thatcher come into play. He's low health. He did get... Knockout did get hit pretty hard there. He's going to then open up this wall a little bit more. The Yucky is actually down in play at the moment. See Bubbles putting some pressure on now in the utility room. Putting some more pressure here on Church. Let's see one down. Gonna go finish off the Mashro, but she gets down herself. We have 2 down. It is now a 2v1. A 2v1 pretty much, but no, he's going to pick up. We do have the Jackal in the pool. We got Bubbles back up into play, but he's going to get taken out by Sly. Sly being the fragger of this game. We do have the Sophia and Kirky, but the Thatcher is now down. It's all up to Kirky here to hold this. Going to probably go for a pickup, but we are going to see Awesomeness hold this nice angle here and just wait for him to walk back into the door. Not going to go for the pickup. Will be up to Sly, and Sly is going to finish this off for Godly to bring in their first round, bringing back their mojo. Beautiful work here from Godly, setting up the crossfire inside, really hammering down the anchor. I don't think anyone's roaming that time, and it worked out well for him. So we see here Godly taking the first round. They're going to go back to CCTV and cash. On their last round of defense, they're going to go back to CCTV. Can they hold this out and get another win? Another round win. Will we see this happen? So we don't have much different. We still have AMMC.End bringing that Twitch, which is definitely going to wreak a bit of havoc here, especially on the Bandit. He's going to put a lot of pressure on him. Awesomeness. Let's see what he's going to be doing here. He's just going to set up his drone, trying to... He might want to just kind of keep that drone out of his enemy's eyes, as they're going to pick that drone off. That is now one drone taken care of. So AMMC.End now only has the one drone to put some pressure onto the Bandit. He doesn't have the two. Bubbles playing on the Jackal, knockout on the Thatcher, Kirky playing on the Sophia, spawning over in main gate. So I'd see Sophia and Jackal, and I believe it was Thatcher as well. They're gonna try and get this wall open. They got it open last round. They went to CCTV, and it really helped them out getting those frags. But Awesomeness does know that Twitch is in play, so he is going to be watching that drone hole as well, to take out drones and to take out. Oh, and his second EMP going into play. Third EMP going into play. Will we see Awesomeness bandit trick this? No, he has no bandits left. The wall is going to get open. Kirky taking out the Awesomeness with a nice pick there from the central sub roof. Some more pressure. Kirky with another pick on the Sly. So that is, we see Sly out of play. Kirky another pick there onto a mid. Beautiful free K. Well played here from Kirky. Really helping out her team. Helping out the team. Let's see. Knockout taking out a Furious. It is all up to Yucky. Getting the pick there on Bubbles. Gonna push the diffuser, but he's gonna have someone behind him. Gonna get the pick there on Knockout, but Icy is gonna finish him off. Beautiful, well played here. So we're going into the halfway. So we have Sly really fragging out for Godly here on 11 kills. He's definitely doing a well job. Let's see if Godly can have the same sort of attack that New Dawn had and possibly get a few more rounds. If not, carry this to a close victory. So we're going to see here, New Dawn are going to go into CCTV and cash room. So we're going to see the Capital for the first time. Sly is going to be going on to the Capital. AMMC.End 6 picking off the Valkyrie on to the Echo. Alrighty. So we have a pretty substantial, similar kind of, but we've got Bubbles going to be reinforcing the logistics there, so they can't push through logistics unless they got a hard breach. So then that allows ND to really not have to worry about their back as much. We got construction and logistics both opened up here. As you can see here, Emitted is setting up his drone in the in gym in the bedroom. As you is probably going to be pushing that most likely late round maybe. Where we see Kirky do an awesome job on Bandit, as Godly did. We see it's the first EMP taken out. Furious is going to blow it, but it's going to get taken out by the Bandit. There's one of Thermite's charges taken out and 2 EMPs used there. Really well Bandit tricking going on here. This is going to go for it. And that's the last charge taken out, so they now have used both of their hard breaches to try to push there, but now they're going to go for a downstairs push. We've got Knockout sitting here in garage holding that door, making sure no one walks in without him throwing some bullets their way. Putting out Legion there to slow him down. Definitely well played. It's looking like here they're probably going to go a gym push, but we do have Bubbles watching this central stairs. Emitted, gonna take out Bubbles there. Well played there by the Thatcher. Emitted, getting that pick on the Bubbles, but no, yes. So he's got to push through the bedroom. Mr. Furious Nerd is in there too. Furious takes that Kirky. Getting his nice knockout with the pick there on Sly. We have Yucky down in play at the moment. Downstairs. The Furious gonna get taken out by AMMC.End on the Echo. Got one more in construction he's got to deal with. The diffuser is down. And then they're gonna put some pressure on, takes out Yucky. Once the Emitted finishes off AMMC.End, it is all up to Emitted now. Where we see a nice clutch here. He is down on health. He has a Mastro and a Legion to deal with. Legion is going to be holding cash. He's got 13 seconds to make a push. Jumps on in. We have the Legion. Going to be holding cash. Watching this door as he walks in. And he's going to die by a Gumai. Knockout finishes off Emitted for New Dawn to take the 6th win. And on to match point here. So Maze is going to go onto a dock. We are going to go downstairs for Church and Arsenal. So this dock is definitely going to be... So we have 2 ACOGs on the board. We got Doc and Echo, both ACOGs. If they're going to be sitting in... Oh, Emitted is bringing the fuse. Will we see a 6-pick off the fuse, or is he going to stick on it? No, he's going to 6-pick off the fuse onto the Thatcher, with Awesomeness bringing the Blitz. Knockout 6-picking from the Cade to the Jaeger. So we got New Dawn here on match point. Can we see Godly Gentlemen bring back the unthinkable and go 5 rounds straight, or will we see New Dawn take their 3rd victory of the PogCup and be ND on top of the leaderboard? We are seeing that Habana come into play. Obviously going to be really focusing on those kitchen hatches and the hatches in bar. Getting those hatches up top, allowing drop in zones and allowing like picks in a way as well. We got Bubbles playing on the Ella. Kirky on the Smoke. Icy on the Echo. So AMMC.End going to the dock. He's going to go for a spawn pick here onto Dirty. Will we see him pick anyone off? As I believe, no one is actually playing dirty at the moment, so that spawn pick is not going to be in play. He's going to actually back off that, see the drone, get a few shots on it, but he's going to be getting pushed rough, very rough here by the blitz, but the blitz is definitely going to turn around now. AMMC.End in a bit of a gunfight here with AMMC.End takes out a mid. That is now the Thatcher out of play. He's going to be holding this door. Watching Thermite going to go for a few free fires here. Gets a nice little touch there through the wall on AMMC.End. But AMMC.End has actually rotated off the central stairs there. He's not going to continue on this gunfight. And he's going to go serve his medic skills elsewhere. We go for Barna charge. Thermite charge going on the bar. Furious is just going to pre-fire that breach. See if you can get any picks from up top here, but they're going to be... we have up top. AMMC.End has rotated up top to put the pressure on the Thermite that was sitting in bar. We see a nice pick here. He's gonna have one to his right. Sophia's gonna hit him with the charge and knock down AMMC.End and finish him off. Yuki with a nice pick there on AMMC.End, taking that ACOG, taking that dock out of play. They have wasted a lot of time, but trying to get AMMC.End out of this game. They now have just over 40 seconds to make some sort of play. As you can see, New Dawn here is just going to be setting up, getting ready for these pushes. Knockout with a pick there on Mr. Furious. It is now 3v4 going New Dawn's way. Yuki, going to be pushing down this garage. He's going to see Bubble's going to put that pressure on him. He's going to rotate off. Knockout getting the pick there on Awesomeness. Now we'll go to 2v4. Yuki, Sly harder. Will we see the unthinkable? Get them in the game. 10 seconds to go. And D is going to be holding angles. Yuki with a pick there on Knockout. But Bubbles with a refrag there on Yuki. It is all up. And Kirky finishes it off with a beautiful shotgun there on Sly. And D taking the win. Their third win in a row for the PogCup. Knockout taking out the MVP for the game. We're going to knock Kirky and Knockout there with 10 frags each. AMMC.End just behind them there. Godly definitely. On your team, let's do it. Once this face is gone, we are minimizing the chat. Have a good one. Alright, band phase going out. First off, we have the Abana, a really good band there by...
Hey, thank you for that follow, mate. Welcome to Pog's Pub. What can I get you?
Really good band going out there. Definitely Abana is gonna be probably a really good band. Why did I say? Due to the fact that it allows the hatches to get taken out. So, and we have a Montaigne band too, which is really going to help out. Really going to help out a lot, because without that Montaigne, it is very difficult to get down into the server room and get a plant off. So, taking that Montaigne out is kind of shooting himself in the foot, since Unknown Esports are attacking first. Echo, another big band that's really been banned a lot in this first season of the PogCup. Probably being our most banned operator. And a Mirror going out and banning off the Mirror. These are some really good bands. So it's going to be good to see the teams adapt and just play this out. So we do have Unknown Esports on the attack first, with New Dawn defending. Alright, we are going to Executive Lounge and CEO office first. We have Swooshy playing the Frost, Faults playing the Jaeger, Luna on the Castle, Halo on the Smoke, and Gnome on the Cade for this first defense round. Also, we have Kigu on the Thermite, I Want on the Thatch. Oh, we're getting a 6-pick here. The Frost onto the dock. Swooshy 6-picking onto the dock with a 6-pick from Ubi from the Zephyr onto the Capital. We've got JP running the Buck, Carmen on the Jackal. Here we go. The first round of this game is now. We are at Executive and CEO, I believe. So you can see here, Luna is going to be castling off those windows, but they have not brought a glass. So normally on this, you'd like to bring a glass and sit on top of car park and eye off these windows if they haven't been castled off. So they've definitely already done that, and New Dawn aren't setting up for any impact tricks on these back walls here of the room. Here is the start. Carmen spawning out onto that interior parking. Gonna try and get any picks, but like I said before, those castles have been castled off. Ubi rotating up here. So we're gonna try and get control here of Skylight, I believe, and get those back walls off Skylight. Faults just going to be roaming offside here. Definitely going to become a problem for Unknown. Carmen still sitting out here on the parking, trying to get any sort of pick he can. So they have catered. The Thatcher's going to get rid of that electrical. Both electricals there. So the Thermite will have an easy chance here to open up the wall, as both electricals are out of play. I believe we do have Halo here. Faults with a nice pick there on Ubisoft. That is the Capital out of play. Halo shotguns Kigu. The Thermite is out, but I believe he did get the wall open before he was fragged out there. So here we go. It is a 3v5 going New Dawn's way. Halo just sitting in the janitor's closet, waiting for anyone to push through with that M5, waiting to blow anyone to bits if they come around that corner. So Unknown a little bit lost here, just trying to sort out what they're going to be doing. ND have really good sight presence here, sight control, holding those angles, waiting for Unknown to start pushing through. The right wall is opened up. It is. I Want is going to pick off Gnome. There goes the K. AES is going to stop that nade from coming through onto Halo, forcing him out of janitors. They're going to really try to pinch this janitors, because they do know that Halo is sitting inside there. Keep this pressure on him. They push him, they rush him. JP gets the pick. They're on Halo. There is a smoke out of play. Carmen is going to drop down into the hatch. We do have Thatcher on site. Going to try to pick off the full Faults with a nice pick there on Carmen. 10 seconds to go. I Want is going to go for the plant. Putting pressure on here. Swooshy gets the pick there on JP. The plant is down. It is all up to I Want to hold this, and he does get pinched there. Finished off by Luna, and Luna is going to defuse the plant here for New Dawn to take out the first round. Alright, so we're going to have a 6-pick from the IQ to the IQ. Swishy's going to 6-pick off the Valkyrie onto the castle. And they're going to be going downstairs onto the lockers. Luna's going to be bringing the Mastro, which is definitely a good operator for this room with those evil eyes, allowing them to have more of a defense on the bottom in the server room. So well played that first round by both teams. That round could have gone any way. But New Dawn did hold off and ended up getting the frags, finishing off Unknown, and defusing the plant. Luna here just created that hole in there to peek onto the servers. They do only have the one reinforcements going they're playing with. As we do know, the mirror was banned, so they're going to have to just try to create something without that mirror. So Luna's here going to be playing in the garage. I think just going to be using that evil eye to see if anyone's going to be pushing her from garage here. Pushing him, sorry. Blitz is going to be pushing hard on the side. Without that Montaigne, Blitz is pretty much probably the best operator to go, other than a Fuse. So they are seeing here going to be bringing that Blitz. Yes, Swooshy has got a bit of... So Kigu is got the drone there on Swooshy. Fultz gets the pick there on JP. That is the buck out of play. Kigu gets a few hits here. As Swooshy is just going to try to just waste their time here, trying to get a few picks off himself. Oh, Swooshy with a nice pick there on Kigu. That is the Capital out of play. So you can see I want. Now it's just Swooshy is just doing a very well here of wasting these two players' times, getting the pick there on Kigu, taking out that Capital, and now just having to deal with the Thatcher here. Thatcher, oh, Carmen. Wait, what happened there? Swooshy does get the pick there on does actually get the pick there, sorry. So Carmen must have got a pick on the Jaeger, which who was playing the Jaeger? Fultz. So Fultz is now out. So Carmen got the pick, so it's all up to Carmen and Ubisoft here. We see a nice push. It is a 4v2 at the moment. They do have the wall open, but New Dawn do have the power to defend this, as they do have a Mastro, Smoke, and no, just the Mastro and Smoke playing on site at the moment, as we do have the Legion and the Castle holding off close off site. Carmen with a pick there on Swooshy. All play there from the top of that hatch. Ubisoft gonna get the pick there on to Gnome. Going to go for the pickup. Are we going to see a bit of a rush? We do have the Mastro and the Smoke. The Smoke puts out its first smoke here. Ubisoft is going to start planning. We'll get the plant off just in time. Now it's all up to Mastro, Luna, and Halo. Halo is now down. It's all up to Luna to take out two. Unknown are very low health. There is one playing on top of the servers here, with Blitz putting the pressure on. Luna gets the pick there on Ubi. There's a Thermite. Will we see? Luna has to win this gunfight, otherwise it is game over. Gets the flash on. Just trying to waste the time. He's going to go up the blue stairs, going to get the frag, but I don't think Luna is going to have the time. Oh, Unknown Esports pull this win out with a beautiful end gameplay here from Carmen, just wasting the time on the Mastro on Luna, and Luna just couldn't get the frag and defuse the bomb at the same time. So we're going into the third round with a 1-1 situation here. Alright, so we're going to be going back downstairs. We're going to be seeing a mute come into play here. And pretty much the same sort of operators on attack. So that was a very well round there by Unknown, getting the picks. Alright, so we are back downstairs for the third round here. We're going to go for a bit of a similar hold here. That mirror, I think having that not having that mirror is definitely hurting New Dawn here in the defense, especially when they come down here. That mirror is such a strong operator holding these type of rooms. So we will see Swooshy gonna waste a lot more time in this game, in this round, because he definitely wasted a lot of time that first round getting 2 picks and then rotating back to side and getting picked off himself. But he did waste a good 2 minutes of the round. So Ubi has brought the Twitch this time. So this is the first time we have seen the Twitch come into play in this game. Do have Halo sitting in blue stairs here. As Faults is going to put that Jaeger, that ADS right next to him to help him out with the flashes. With what he's waiting there with that shotgun, just waiting patiently. Waiting for them to push. We do have Ubi. I don't think he knows that the mute is sitting there waiting. Want to tell Swooshy. Gonna put some pressure here. Gonna back on out. Waste a little bit more time. You have JP here sitting on the car. Jackal. Garmin getting a gunfight here with Swooshy. Finishes off Swooshy. And now he's getting put a little bit more pressure. I believe that was Gnome on the Legion. Putting more pressure on the players downstairs. So we still have Halo still sitting in these blue stairs, waiting for anyone to walk down those stairs without droning out. Well, Ubi is actually going to pick off Halo there, but Fault is going to get the refrag onto Ubi. And now he's down on half health. So he has the Thatcher, I believe, is putting the pressure on him. But he's gonna rotate straight back to side because he's not picking that sort of fight. He's got 2 people above him, raining bullets down on top of him. So it is a 4-3 situation going on here, and now they're going to make their first push here with 30 seconds remaining. Carmen with a frag on Gnome. That is the Legion out of play. Carmen with another frag there. But Luna, we see Luna clutch up, but Kigu finishes off the round with a pick on Luna. Play with that hatch up top. Going into round 4. This is the first time we have seen a team overlap a New Dawn in this season. So we're going to be going to Teller's office and archives for our 4th round. Faults is bringing the Lord Almighty Chichanka. We'll most likely see the 6th pick off the Lord. Yes, we are. We're seeing it right now. Going to the cap can. Obviously bringing those traps. Swooshy is going to be going onto the Valkyrie. Going to be roaming quite a bit now. He's doing a really good job roaming on the castle. So he's going to keep that up with the Valkyrie. He's definitely wasting a lot of time, Swooshy. That's his main goal at the moment is just to waste as much time as he can. He's doing a really good job. So on the attack side, there's no changes whatsoever. We're still seeing the Twitch, Thatcher, Buck, Jackal, and Thermite combination from Unknown. That has won them two rounds. And Luna is going to be going on to the Bandit now. Has been playing the Maestro most. Kiga Hoop going to be still playing on that Thermite. JP on the Jackal. Carmen on the Buck. Thatch. On the Thatcher. Ubisoft on the Twitch. You can see here they are just creating a bit of a oh, what do we got? We got faults here on the cap can, putting in a bit of pressure. All going to go for the nitro cell. They have droned him out, so he is actually roaming up top, trying to get some picks, waste some time. Most Unknown here has got control of Skylight, and then just trying to see that Valkyrie cam and get rid of it. So they're gonna really team up on this cap can here on faults and get him out of play. So you can see here that Unknown are dedicating at least 2 to 3 players to take out faults here on the cap can. Ooh, gets a nice pick there. Oh, and there, no, that was 4 players on the cap can. Faults is now being dragged out there by I Want. So that is the only roamer, I believe, out of play. We do have Swooshy playing a little bit offside here on the bottom stairs. I'm trying to get a nice sneaky. They do have control of top. See, that's what they wanted. So Halo gets a beautiful pick there on Ubisoft. That is a Twitch out of play.
EMP grenade.
They're playing with this shotgun really well. So they do have that wall open in those small offices. So they're gonna have to be careful here. Good enough. Takes a bit of damage there. JP with a pick there on Luna. That is a Bandit out of play now. It is a 4v3 situation, but Carmen picks off Swooshy. A 2v4 situation where we see Halo and Gnome gather together and clutch this up as he gets a nice 2k. Beautiful work here from Halo and Gnome, just teaming up, turning a 4v2 situation into a 1v2. Halo finishes the job and frags out Carmen. Beautiful play there from New Dawn. Really well defense. When it looked like it was going south, they turned it around. The Halo and Gnome definitely turned that up in that round. So we are going back to the Executive Lounge and CEO office. Ubisoft going to be bringing the line. We might see a 6-pick off this, or they might actually stay on it. No 6-pick. We are seeing the 6-pick off the line. going on to, so this is round 5. We got RC on a 2. So instead of, we do see the Cade coming in back into play with Gnome playing on the Cade.
AD is deployed. Ready to go. Razor wire up. AD is up and running.
Take out that drone. That intel.
ATS deployed and ready to go.
See him trying to get control of Skylight early here and then push in from there. But we do have, once again, Halo playing in the Janitors with that nice. Oh, they are going to actually push pretty hard. He does have a rotation hole this time, so he's not 100% stuck in there. So he can rotate if the push does become a bit too much from him. One gets the pick there on Luna. That is the castle out of play. Falls here. Does have Halo sitting in Janitor. Ubisoft is going to take an own main. Carmen is going to get a pick there on Swooshy. Halo will take out I Want. Halo has 2. Oh, Halo gets picked off there by Ubi. It is a 4v1 situation going on here. Will we see Faults clutch up? Kigu getting the plant down. No one is covering him. Nice easy pick. He's going to take some damage. And Ubisoft is going to finish off Faults. And Unknown are going to take this round. Round 5. This is the last round before we get to the halfway point. We see New Dawn bring this back to a 3-4-3 situation before halfway. So we're going to go back downstairs. Bringing the Castle Jaeger, Mastro, Mute, and Legion. And Unknown are going to be bringing the Sledge. Obviously to get top this, I'd say they're going to be trying to get top control here. And then push downstairs. Unknown. Sorry guys. Alright. They have won once in this room and lost once in this room. So let's see if they can bring this back and get another win. So we do have JP on the Thatcher. Gonna get rid of that default cam. Carmen on the Buck. I Want on the Twitch. Ubisoft on the Sledge. We do have Faults and Swooshy and Gnome offside at the moment. So they have dedicated 3 roamers to this strat here. She does have 2 players from Unknown pushing him. Ooh, Faults is going to get the pick there on Carmen. That is the Buck out of play. Carmen just wasn't really safe there. And Faults just made him pay for that. Here we go, do have the Sledge putting some pressure here on Faults. He's going to get a few hits there. actually dropped Faults down to half health. Faults has actually bailed off the balcony and moved to tellers. Ooh, Faults gets the pick onto Thatch. JP is now out of play. The Thatcher is now out of play. Faults is doing exceptional work here, wasting time, getting picks. He's going to get the pick there onto Ubisoft, but going to get refragged by Kigu. It is now a 1v4 situation where we see Kigu clutch this up, or will he get picked off as well? So the team have actually rotated all back to site. So Kigu is going to be pushing here from office hallway, pushing down the stairs. Gonna get a pick, but Swooshy is gonna finish him off, and New Dawn are gonna take the sixth round. Going into the halfway, we are gonna be seeing a 3-3 score. Looking at the scoreboard right now, we've got Faults on 7 frags, leading the score point for New Dawn, and Ubisoft on 5, leading the score for Unknown. So we're going to be going downstairs to lockers and CCTV. Going to be bringing the Smoke, Bandit, Jaeger, Mastro, and an Ella. We haven't seen much Ella, but we're going to be seeing her come into play now with Carmen. So Faults is going to bring the Maverick, which is really well. Obviously going to be helpful with the hatches. Let's see if he plays this quite well. We know Faults. So we'll see Unknown hold this out to get a few more wins. Or we'll see New Dawn take this away for a 6-3 victory. 7-3, I mean. They're going to do a similar hold here. They are reinforcing that one panel, shooting out the other one to have peak holes. As Carmen is running the... I thought she was running the shotgun, sorry. Bringing those concussion mines, putting them into the dirt tunnel. No one is going to be pushing from the dirt tunnel here. We've got Faults and Halo pushing here from the south side of the map. Going to probably clear out offices here. Ooh, he does throw that nitro up, but doesn't get anyone. We'll see I1 going to go for a run out maybe on Alley. Not much going on here at the moment in the first minute of the round. Swooshy is actually going to enter the building, get a track there on Bandit as he runs back down onto site as he's been tracked. So obviously New Dawn here just clearing, doing the map clear, clearing out any roamers, and now they're going to start their push onto site. You can see here Faults playing the Maverick, getting rid of that hatch. Going to get rid of this other hatch so he could probably drop down bank and surprise them. Ooh. Ubisoft gets a pick there on Gnome, taking out the Thatcher. Oh, but Carmen is going to rush on in and take out Swooshy. The Halo gets the frag there on to Ubi. We now have a 3v4 situation. Halo has got the hatch on top, opened up. Gonna go into the flash and drone now. See if anyone is in servers. A clear drop. Kigo is waiting patiently on the main stairway here. We have Carmen playing the Ella, just sitting behind this bomb, waiting for any sort of push. So that evil eye has been taken out. Now all they have to do is take out the bandit. Will they go? He's gonna rush in there and take out the bandit. Well played there by Luna, risking a lot to get in there. Bolts gets a pick there on Kugu. That is a smoke out of play. JP taking out Halo and Luna, but Volts is gonna pick off Carmen, and I Want is gonna finish it off and frag out Volts. A late push there, but well played there from both teams. Unknown just holding off and getting the 4th win. Not going to see anything different. They're going to be bringing the same thing. We are going up to Teller's office and archives. So we are going into Teller's here. Alrighty. We got I Want sitting, gonna be getting these hatches, helping out his team. And we're gonna have a pretty solid hold here from open area by the looks of it, as they are setting up a lot of utility there in open area. Playing on this Maverick, really gonna get the pick there on the castle. There's Parcel knocked down. That's JP knocked down by Faults. 4 Faults now. Oh, he's gonna have 2 people come to his rescue and save him. Carmen is going to finish off Faults. So JP is still up. It is a 4v5 situation going Unknown's way. But JP is, in fact, very low. You see Luna up here, just trying to clear the top. Swooshy on the Jackal. Halo gets the pick there on I Want. That is the bandit out of play. No, I'm just going to they do have control of the top, as you can see here. So they're going to be able to see into sight and pick off a few from up top here. Well played here by the Unknown. Getting control of top. Dawn. Luna gets the pick there on JP. A very low castle. Halo does have players to his left. Swooshy gets the pick on Kigu. It is a 2v4 situation with a Jaeger and a Mastro left. But Ubisoft is going to take out Halo. Luna is going to get the free frag onto Ubisoft. Carmen frags out Luna. Gnome takes out Carmen. And New Dawn clutch it up and win the round with frags. Well played there by New Dawn, really getting control of the map and then just compressing down and picking off Unknown. This is a really close game, 4v4 at the moment. So we are going to be going down into tellers and archives. So we got I want going on to to the dock, bring that ACOG. Hopefully you can get a few picks here onto New Dawn. Having that ACOG is definitely a advantage if you know how to use it. New Dawn here just gonna set up their drones and probably try to do a pretty similar play as they did, taking the top floor control and pushing down onto side, pressing down and picking off everyone as they push down. Kigu sitting here on the smoke, sitting down in archives. There we go, they're going to get control of CEO early here. They do have control of top floor already. New Dawn are now going to take out these hatches, open up the floor from up top, and start putting more pressure here on Unknown. Down below. Really well played here by New Dawn. Let's see if they can capitalize on this and get full control and get a few more picks. As I do have CEO top floor control pretty much on the map. Sushi playing on the Jackal. We haven't had any picks yet, no damage taken, but there's a lot of bullets going flying. Faults gets the pick there on Carmen. That is a K out of play. But I1 is going to pick off Faults. Luna gets the frag there on Ubi. There, Gnome getting the pick there on I1. That is now the dock out of play. Gnome running the Fnatic gear here. As you see, Gnome is going to push into site. Try and get a few more picks. Takes out the castle. Halo getting the plant off. JP is all up to Kigu on the smoke to come up with a clutch play. He has players to his right, players to his left. He's going to come into the room with a shotgun, but Halo ND is going to finish him off. Well played there by New Dawn. Once again, getting site control and just capitalizing and compressing down on site and getting the picks off. Going into round 10. New Dawn on 5. Unknown Esports on 4. So we are going to go back downstairs to CCTV and lockers. Bringing the same line up here on defense. Unknown. Gonna try to see if it works again. Definitely worked the first one. First time. So we're gonna be going downstairs. Here we go. JP setting up his evil eye. definitely New Dawn playing well here. Not having Gnome is playing exceptionally well, especially playing on an operator he doesn't play much of that we've seen in this season. He's played a lot of Montaigne, but Montaigne being banned, then he's had to adapt and go into a Thatcher, but he's playing that support role super well. See here we have 3 dedicated to site with Carmen roaming and I believe it's Kigu roaming as well. Getting those late hatches. New Dawn capitalise on site pretty quickly. They probably get this pick here, which they are. They're droning out alley, open area now. Getting ready to push in. We do have Zafia, Luna on the Zafia. Already in lone office here. See if you can get any picks here. Opening up that wall. Droning his way through. Well played. Really well work here from New Dawn. Utilising their drones super well. We have Kigu sitting here with the shotgun, waiting. But we see a nice shotgun play here. And Maverick. But Kigu is now going to push. Shotgun, hold. A very open angle here. Where we see our first pick of the round here. The Faults is going to get rid of this hatch. Kigu still holding that tight angle on the main stairway here. I believe we don't have anyone pushing him, but we do have Luna. Actually, we do have Luna on the Sophia. Swooshy gets the pick there on Ubi. That is the Jaeger out of play. Kigu is not holding that open angle anymore. Luna's just sitting and waiting. They do have the Mastro on his cams. Faults. Oh, we're going to see Kigu open fire here on the Maverick. He's just sitting, waiting. Faults on the Maverick is going to come down into the... Oh, and Faults gets the pick there on Kigu. Well played there. Swooshy gets a pick on JP. Carmen refrags Faults. Halo getting the plant down. Is going to take out Gnome. Halo's got the plant down. It's a 2v1 situation, 2v3 situation. Carmen up top, Bandit pushing through Gold Vault. Gonna try and get a few picks here. Luna is in the play, throws the Nitro cell in, gets the Nitro there on Luna. Halo just setting up the drone, getting ready to defend. Got to get these frags off and get the plant as they have planted in the default spot. Swooshy gets the frag there. It's all up to I1. He's got fire coming from him everywhere. He takes out one. Oh, it's down to the Y. He's going to go for the frag. Knows he's defusing. He's got to... Oh, and Halo finishes him off. Well played there. It was looking like I1 was going to clutch up this situation. Went for the defuse because he didn't have enough time to get the frag and turn around and defuse. So New Dawn have taken this into match point now. It's a 4-6 situation going New Dawn's way. We're going back downstairs, back to lockers and CCTV. Unknown are determined to win this site again. They are bringing the Rook instead of the Mute. Will we see a 6-pick? And the Pulse is going into play. This is going to be exceptionally really well. If they play this Pulse well, they're going to know where every player is with his utility. So JP is going to 6-pick from the Frost to the Legion. No 6-picks coming into play from New Dawn. But they have brought the IQ. This is the only thing different. They have not playing the Maverick anymore, but bringing the IQ. which would be well to pick off Pulse and find out where he's playing. But most likely he's going to be playing in cold and gold room and cash room, using that cardiac sensor onto servers and finding out where New Dawn players are for his team. JP playing on Legion. Haven't seen him play Legion much. Coming on the smoke. Here we go. It's match point. New Dawn win this. They have won the game. No, just draining out sights here. So they're going to do what they do exceptionally well, get side control. Luna takes an early pick there on Kigu. That is the rook out of play. So here we go. They have top control. They're going to go to the second floor, clear out any more roamers. But I believe the only roamer is Pulse. Pulse is playing offside, but he is going to get picked off there. Faults with the pick on JP and Swooshy with a pick on I Want. So now a 2 versus 5 situation here where we see ND just roll on in. They are going to thermite charge that hatch. There is no setup here on the wall, so it could be an easy plant. They're going to probably go for frags here. Get the plan. Halo is going to be planning. It is all up. Gonna get that smoke out. He's going to get rushed here by the IQ. Carmen frag takes out Faults there, playing the IQ. He's got one to his right. Halo takes out Carmen. It is all up to Ubisoft on the Jaeger here. The plant is down almost halfway. Gonna hold this, and Ubisoft gets the pick on Halo. He has 2 more to deal with. Getting pressured from all sides. He's running out of time. Going to be rushing this play off. He's holding a nice Swooshy, and Swooshy finishes it off for New Dawn. Frags out Ubisoft. Well played from both teams there. New Dawn taking it to 7-4. What a game. What a game, chat.
I believe this is match 4, week 3 of the PogCup. D.U.S versus Crossfire. We're gonna start off with the ban phase now. First team to be banning will be D.U.S. Got D.U.S on orange, Crossfire on blue. Now, attack is mostly where you'll see the majority of varying bans, but we will see Montaigne coming out. Fairly annoying operator to deal with, so a lot of teams, rather than have to deal with them, will just ban them. Have our second ban. This will be the ban from Crossfire. Probably is going to be a Capital. A lot of teams not enjoying dealing with the reworked Capital, and so we'll just ban him rather than deal with that pain. Probably going to see an Echo ban coming out from Crossfire. A lot of teams Echo, very powerful operator, can pull you off that plant and prevent and clutch the round without actually having to contest. Yo, Echo, fairly standard ban. Second, now you're probably going to see from D.U.S either a Mirror or Maestro to try and deny that intel, as they're both very powerful operators. Going to be going to Penthouse Theatre. A lot of teams' first sites, either Penthouse or Billards, is where a lot of teams will go first. We're going to have Pugface on the Twitch, Space Daddy on the Blackbeard, Def on Jackal, Big T on Buck, Alive and the Live Scopes on the Blitz. Going to have looks like there's going to be no 6-picks coming out, and we're going to have Tipsy on the Legion, Big Daddy on Bandit, J-Rec on Jaeger, Starkiller on Mute, and Juice on Doc. Helicopter setup. So most teams will bring a Maestro instead of the Doc here, just to get that extra bit of intel. As you can see, probably looks like they're going to have Tipsy playing a bit offside, trying to deny some of that back pressure, trying to and just make the attackers worry about their back size a bit. Maybe a connection issue there. Juice is going to find Space Daddy. Nice early pick onto the Blackbeard and going to deny that pressure from the walls. As you can see, Big T on that buck, probably going to try and enter underneath, start putting some vertical pressure underneath. Now, no hard breach are going to make it very difficult, or impossible to open up this VIP wall, meaning that they'll probably have to go for more of a theatre push. Gonna have that Twitch trying to clear out a few bandits. Unfortunately, no hard breacher though. Let's start to the game. Now you see a lot of teams will have this wall open or shotgun out the bottom. That way you can in fact see once someone drops in and you know roughly where they are. Jackal's going to slowly pick around. Doc will challenge it though. Will not land any hits onto the Jackal. Big T is going to find the head of Tipsy. Jaeger's going to come up on a flank. Gonna get one. He'll get down the T. Finish off T. Looks like the only one in a position to really help deal with this is going to be the Jackal. Just gonna peek around. Not sure if he's gonna be able to find the head of J-Rec. Gonna find a few shots. Def is gonna leave him low. He's gonna re-peek. Jaeger's going to win that fight. And it looks like we're gonna have a solo party outside with Blitz. Just gonna use some dock steams. Give Jaeger a bit of that health that he's missed. And now, looks like I'm going for a bit of that Superman strat, gonna send one person in alone and just kill everyone. Unfortunately, not much time left to do so, however, with the blitz. He is fast, but I don't think he's that fast. Scopes, unfortunately, isn't going to find anyone in time, and that will be the first round going to D.U.S. You'll probably see him go to Billards here, yep. Gonna go to Hookah Billards, very standard. Actually gonna go down to Kitchen. A lot of teams will have this as their third site, but there's a bit of debate over whether Hookah or Kitchen is better. We're going to have PogBase on the Twitch, Space Daddy on the Blackbeard, Def on Sophia, Big T on the Buck, and a live scope 6-picking off the sledge onto the Habana. We're going to have Tipsy 6-pick off the Cab onto the Frost, Big Daddy on the Bandit. Big Daddy on the Bandit. Jarek on that Legion again, was very impactful last time. Juice on the Jaeger, and Starkiller on the Valk. They are on the side of the Crossfire. They do in fact have that Twitch. Hopefully going to try and find some of those Valk camps nice early on. This is a very interesting side. There's many ways to hold it. A lot of teams will push from that kitchen side or from the service entrance. Service entrance, you require a bit more smokes, which unfortunately Crossfire has not brought, so it looks as though they're going to go for more of a kitchen push. Gonna have scopes on that Habana. Very good operator, can open up many hatches.
Positioned.
So we're going to have a bit of a challenge from T onto, I believe that is the, onto J-Rack. Death, however, we'll find the head of Tipsy. It looks like that was, yep, that was inside of Sunrise. And he's going to give him control of Sunrise, give him control of these rotations. However, looks like Bandit, looks like Big Daddy is challenging him. Going to toss the Nitro, really find it. Will not find anyone. Looks like he's going to push aggressively. Death waiting for that. He's going to go aggressive. Can't quite find Death. Going to find him. But looks like Blackbeard isn't going to be able to find the shots on back to refrag that Bandit. A bit of a fight between our live scopes. PogFace isn't really going to find anyone, unfortunately. With this tight angle that Juice is holding. Okay, still doing very well to hold this. I've only lost the Frost. At least that was from a nice quick kill early on. However, really seems like Crossfire is struggling to clear this Sunrise bar. Yeah, you're still holding this nice angle from service entrance, waiting for someone to peek. That I believe that is the Twitch PogFace on the Twitch. Gonna have a run out from J-Rec from the front door. Gonna land a few shots, unfortunately will not down PogFace. 17 seconds left. They're gonna have to start initiating on site. T will be planting the diffuser. We'll get down though by, I believe that was Big Daddy. Yep, Big Daddy himself. Gonna have Juice finding Pog. And then Space Daddy is the only one left. Unfortunately can't find anyone with that Deagle. And Big Daddy will pick up the last kill. going to be going up to that third side. Looks like they're going to go up to that billiards room we were talking about earlier. Seems like Crossfire is really struggling to clear that offside presence and take the map control they need. So far, not many teams have used a lot of vertical gameplay in this competition. Gonna have a 6-pick off the thermite onto the line and a 6-pick from the frost to the dock. We're gonna have young Tipsy on the Alla, Big Daddy on the Bandit, Jarek on the Jaeger, Stacker on the Dock, and Juice on the Legion. Gonna move those rounds a bit to just try and change up their predictability.
Position device.
No time to wait.
Crossfire are going to be bringing back Glaz this time. Very powerful operator on close line, especially as a lot of them. The walls are destructive. Big Daddy going to go for a bit of a run out. We're not find anyone with that nitro cell, however we'll deal a bit of damage to the line. Use that line. Freeze everyone in place. Looks like Crossfire just going to play it a bit safe. Wait for D.U.S to pick into them. Luckily going to find a few shots onto our live scopes here. It's going to drop hatch, peace out for a bit, and rotate back. Successfully was not aware of where those shots were coming from. Because we'll get shot up a bit by that bandit. Trading a bit back and forth, just trying to pick each other off.
Hostile. Second floor.
Now, unfortunately, Glaz does have Diffuser, however, he's still looking for this bandit who is no longer in kitchen. We'll grab a stim, and looks like he's going to go for another. And Crossfire is still struggling to get that map control that they need. Haven't got control. Looks like they have the one person in luggage. That's going to be Def solo taking control of luggage. And it's going to be very aggressive, trying to deal with this Glaz. Looks like they've committed. Looks like Crossfire is committing a few people. Looks like Space Daddy, unfortunately, not going to be able to. Def will find Starkiller though, and Pog is going to find Tipsy. Going to give him a nice 2k advantage. Pog with a lovely 2k. Great angle repelling on here. You see a lot of teams hold this angle to sight. Now they've cleared underneath and put a lot of pressure on site. They're going to try and commit onto the plant. It doesn't look like they know that the Jaeger's still in billiards. If he's not drone, probably this could be a very nice kill. He's going to find the head of Pogface. Can he find two? Going to find scopes. Can he go for 3? Glaz is outside. Long angle, 20 seconds. Looks like they are going to have the pings coming out onto the Jaeger. Looks like Glaz will pick onto this Jaeger. Unfortunately, can't find him. Jaeger is going to down him. It's going to be all up to the Ash now. Going to try and find the shots. And J-Rex will pick up a nice 3k there, or 2.5k. Looks like Crossfire is still struggling to take that map control that they need, struggling to clear out those roamers. Spending a lot of time off-site trying to deal with it. Going to be going back down to Penthouse as it has unlocked, as it is back up to Penthouse, sorry. As it has been unlocked now that they have defended it. Defended for 3 rounds. Another 6 pick off from Def onto the Gridlock, and a 6 pick onto the Legion from Juice. Looks like we are going to have PogFace bringing the buck. Space on the Nomad, I believe it was. Space on the Nomad. Big T on the... Gonna have Big Daddy on the Bandit. Highly picked up red, especially on Coastline. Very valuable for those back walls, especially on Penthouse. And we have Jarek on the Jaeger, Circular on the Mute, and Juice on the Legion. Looks like it's going to be a fairly heavy VIP push. Have a nice aggressive push out from the Bandit. Will in fact find PogFace. Now he's just going to go back, do what he needs to do inside. Very nice early picks coming out from D.U.S. Unfortunately, Crossfire not doing much to deny that aggression. Looks like we do have this Legion downstairs, trying to deny a bit of that vertical play. Cav may be able to find the feet of... Cav will find Thermite there. We'll lose half a health. Diffuser is now down outside of Penthouse window. And it will find the... Big Daddy is going to find Def. Looks like he found him on that hatch. Very hard angle to challenge. We're going to have another run out from the Cav. Scopes isn't going to be able to... Tipsy will land the shots onto Scopes. And that'll be it. That'll be D.U.S picking up their 4th round of defense, giving them a lovely advantage as they head into the half. Gonna now be at least 2 rounds up, and put Crossfire at that disadvantage to bring it back. Gonna be going back down to kitchen. Not overly surprising, as they've won all their sites, so there's no, if it ain't fixed, don't broke it. Gonna have PogFace on the buck, Space on the Blackbeard, Def on the Glaz, Big T on the Thermite, and Alive Scopes on the Thatcher. We've got, and on D.U.S.'s side we've got Juice on the Alla, Starkiller on the Valkyrie, Jarek on the Jaeger, Big Daddy on Bandit, and Tipsy on Vigil. Looks like we're gonna have a 6 pick onto the Capcam, and a 6 pick onto the Habana. This is the first time that both 2 hard breaches have been brought. A lot of teams will usually bring 2 or more hard breaches dependent on your site, as it allows you more opportunities to open stuff up.
Razor wire is deployed.
Obviously feeling that trying to get a bit of extra damage in with these Capcan traps will be beneficial, especially if Crossfire does not drone. If they do not identify where these Capcan traps are, that is really going to punish them. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a run out from Tipsy. Tipsy, we're not finding one, but we'll take a shot. I believe that was from Def there. Gonna lower him to health. Unfortunately, no Doc this time to stim him up. Very aggressive gameplay by the looks from D.U.S. Big Daddy will find the head of a life source with a very nice peek there. Out in pull. That will be the Thatcher off the board. It's going to be very hard to get rid of some gadgets now. I'm going to have Glaz peeking down this hallway, trying to find the head, or just the glow of anyone. Will unfortunately look away. As the Jaeger, I believe that is. No, that was the cat. Okay, he's going to check one out. Will not find anyone with the Nitro cell. Back with the jump out. Low health. We'll find Big T. Gonna nitro, however, will get picked off by Def before she can deploy it. And it's gonna have a little bit of a run out as well. Very aggressive. Very hard. Crossfire is starting to punish them. However, it may be too little too late. Diffuser is down outside that, outside the service entrance door, and so Crossfire will have a hard time attempting to retake that, especially with the aggression that D.U.S is showing. We got the Jaeger. Don't think he knows someone is out there. However, he has been joined. Gonna try and coordinate. Will unfortunately get it behind the counter. Is not going to do much to that Jaeger. They're going. Under a minute left now. Jaeger is going to go for a run out. We'll find the head of Pog base is going to pick up 2 with Death, and now it's all down to Space Daddy. We'll not find anyone, unfortunately, and we'll find the head of Juice. We'll get taken out from Big Daddy at the back. Going to be going back to Billards and Hookah now. Looks like going to be bringing mostly the same setup. Crossfire bringing a lot of that back, however, does not seem to be utilising a lot of it with the vertical gameplay possible. Bringing most of the same setup, fairly standard setup. We are going to have Tipsy on the Valk, Big Daddy on the Bandit, Jarek on Jaeger, Starkiller on Castle, and Juice on Legion. Just going to open up some melee rotates. Castle off some entrances, try and slow down those attackers. There is not much on the side of Crossfire to destroy those barricades. Maverick does burn holes in them, however it takes a lot of a torch to destroy them. On the attack side we're going to have PogCup on the Buck, Space Daddy on the Finker, Big T on the Twitch, Def on Maverick, and the live scopes on the Nomad. Try and put a bit of pressure onto a Legion. Doesn't look like he will be able to find him though. Looks like he will see the leg. Oh, I believe that was stuck, or is it rotated through? Big Daddy will be playing underneath. Gonna go and try and go for a bit of back pressure. Do you know is that? However, unfortunately was not watching that rotate. Space Daddy is going to get an unfortunate grenade onto himself. I think that was still back in spawn. Very unfortunate, going to give them a man disadvantage where they were already struggling. Luckily, they do have those breaching charges on the Twitch. Going to be able to get rid of those castle barricades with a fair bit of ease and not have to waste much utility. Def isn't going to fire a shot. Very nice gun control here. So Castle's going to go for a run out. Will not find anyone. There'll be Jaeger finding a pick through the door onto Big T. Twitch off the board. Bennett throwing his nitro out, not going to find anyone. We'll go for a run up. We'll find the Buck. However, Nomad looks like she... Ghost wasn't in a position to punish that run out. Def will find Juice. However, now they're going to have given away his position. Looks like he's still got that Bandit downstairs and Castle on the roam. Under a minute left now. Do have the map control, however haven't cleared out many of the roamers.
Southbound, second floor.
Airdrop is ready.
They're going to be holding this angle, waiting for, I believe it's the castle to peek in. Looks like they're going to stack up with the bandit. Try and frag each other out. Death going. Nice pinch coming out from Starkiller and Big Daddy. Alive Scopes will find J-Rek. It's going to leave him in a 1v3. Unfortunately, not many health advantages. Falk will not find him with the Nitro. 20 seconds left. He's going to have to do something. Looks like Falk threw out a bit of a late cam, try and get some visual. Tell them when they're pushing. Looks like it will be castle. Fine. He will down that castle. Unfortunately, this ghost will not be able to finish off the castle and will get picked from a run out from the bandit. This is going to put Crossfire on the back foot going onto defense and will need to win 6 rounds straight just to take the match to overtime. Crossfire will be going to kitchen first. Not a lot of teams first sight. Crossfire, at near the end, they started to take a bit more of that map control, however, really struggled when it came to the executing. We're going to have PogFace on the Jaeger, Space Daddy on the Valkyrie, Death on the Smoke, Big T on the Castle, Alive Scopes on the Legion. As you see, fairly top heavy though from D.U.S, with Big Daddy and Jarek doing a lot of the work. Legion, very good operator on defense, and he will have to slow down a bit of that aggression that D.U.S has been showing on attack. Smoke, very good. If you can keep him safe for the last 30 seconds or so, will allow you to try and help deny that player. Looking for an early one. Doesn't look like he saw it. We'll find the arm of the smoke. Gonna have the first toxic babe used quite early to try and deny that pressure off the window. Looks like IQ will find Space Study on the Valkyrie as she rotates out of kitchen. D.U.S very aggressive, taking control fairly early. We'll find a couple shots. Jarek gonna pick up 2 onto him. Unfortunately cannot find the third onto Pogface, who will find J-Rek. He will take some damage from that Thatcher, from Big Daddy out the window, and Finker. Gonna use those EMPs to try and clear him out. So he's gonna find the head of Pogface. Gonna find 2 onto Clash. Can he find the castle? Solely down to the castle in a 1v4. He's gonna put shots in. They're gonna trade some shots. Both take a bit of damage. Fairly even. Big Daddy will push aggressive and find the last few shots on the team. Nice 3k for him there to close out the round. One of the most anticipated and biggest rivalries in the Cup. Gonna have the bands coming out from EXG. Gonna be banning on attack actually not a team that doesn't really like to deal with shields, so probably see a Blitz or Monty ban coming out here, are in fact going to ban the Monty. Pair of smokes off the board and a full body shield. I'm going to have the attacking ban coming off Anti-Meta Club here. Very unpredictable team going off again. However, it is going to ban the Habana, fairly powerful operator, going to deny a lot of those hatches and having to cause the operators to actually enter. Gonna have a defensive ban coming from the Anti-Meta Club. Probably going to be Echo. A lot of teams strong operator. Nothing surprising about people banning Echo. Probably going to see a mirror ban. Nice quick ban coming off of EXG here. Obviously knowing who they want. Going to be banning that mirror. Going to be going to CCTV. A lot of teams first sight holds. We are going to have Sarch on the Thermite, Slack on Zofia, Frick Frack Tic Tac on Thatcher, Leaping Lordy 02 on Ash, and Zombie on the Finker. Gonna have a 6-pick from Zombie off the Finker onto a Twitch. Going to be trying to deny them opening up that wall. No 6-picks coming from EXG. We're going to have Pogface on that Maestro. Big T on the Bandit. Lekin on the Cave. Bring both obviously trying very heavily to deny that wall. Now what you will see a lot is a Bandit punch a wall about 6 times, allowing the sound to go through so that they can in fact Bandit trick or Kaija better. We're going to have Men's Nitrios on the Mute and the live scopes on the Caveira. A lot of teams will not bring the Caveira as her utility is a bit off at times. Her utility will not always guaranteed to be used. It looks like they're going to bring it, try and make the best of it, get a bit of a roam on. So you get go for that construction wall nice and early, open it up. However, are going to find it bandited. See this angle often held by a Blackbeard, as with that face shield can hold a very safe tight angle without the worry of getting headshotted. So they haven't used any exothermic charges. Ash going to be finding the head of Lekin. Lordy going to be entering site very quickly. Pogface will find the header of Lordy. Then with Frick back. And Pogface will even it up with a kill onto Slack. Gonna find the head of Zombie, leaving it all down to the Thermite. Unfortunately, gonna be on low health while challenging that Mute. Haven't been able to get the wall open, looking in a very good position for EXG to take the first round. Still a minute and a half though, a lot of time to reposition, get where you want. Right, we'll vault it in. Gonna try and clear it. It's going to pick around. It's going to find the Mute. So watch the Maestro. We'll jump in. Gonna find the Thermite and take out the first round. successful. Obviously, try to put a bit of a rush on and the aggression. Actually doing a very good job of punishing that aggression and taking a lot of those fights. Gonna have the smoke coming out from PogFace, Kade on, from Lecken. The last guys will be on the Bandit, Vens on the Mute, and Big T on the Jaeger. Gonna have Such on the Thermite, Slack on the Blackbeard, Frick on the Maverick, Leaping Lordy on the Ash, and Zombie on the Twitch. Gonna have a 6-pick coming off from Slack from the Blackbeard onto the Thatcher, and a 6-pick onto the Castle. That's a very powerful operator as he can get all your gadgets through floors. He actually are going to be throwing a bit of curveball going back up to Jim. A lot of teams don't like Jim and will try to avoid defending it. Now, bringing both the counter breaches, both the Kade and the Bandit, and a Mute. That Mute will help deny a lot of the information. Try and stop those twist drones from disabling those bandits.
I'm reloading.
You'll see a lot of teams try and take this CCTV side as it gives a lot of map pressure. Gonna have to back on the repel here, try and open up a bit of the wall, get a nice deep angle into Jim. Oh, doesn't look like he will find PogFace. Maybe able to find an angle onto the PogFace inside the logistics office.
Popping a flashbang.
Disabling electronics.
So he's gonna try and continue to bat it triple wall. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to get it. They are going to, in fact, open the wall. Gym bedroom wall open. One thermite charge down. Very great use of utility here. Vens is going to find Lordy with the shotgun. Taking out that Ash. Not a lot of utility lost. Looks like Slack will find scopes on that Bandit. However, Vens is going to try and challenge him. Bit of a long fight here.
Reloading.
Looks like AMMC do have control of Jim. Appears that they aren't aware. It appears EXG is not aware of them being in Jim already. PogFace is going to rotate off and try and find a pick. Slack will find PogFace. Gonna have the zombie putting the plant down. Still a 3v3. It's gonna pull off. Looks like zombie's gonna go aggressive. Benz and T pick up one of their own onto zombie. Will be the thermite Sarge left. Gonna find the head of T. Gonna pick up the fuser. Will they go aggressive? Lecken will find it, and EXG will pick up the second round. EXG doing a very good job here to punish the aggression, and AMMC not really being able to deal with that. Need to take a bit more map control, maybe take it a bit slower. Gonna go down to Church and Arsenal room now. We're gonna have the Sledge on Sarge, IQ on Slack, Frick on the Maverick, Leaping Lordy on the Twitch, and Zombie on the Zofia. Such very powerful operator when you go down to Church and Arsenal, as you can open up that floor of kitchen and get a lot of angles down to the key anchor spots. Now, of course, that does put you at risk to a nitro cell from underneath. On the defensive side, we are going to have PogFace bringing the smoke yet again. Big T on the castle, Lecken on the Kade, Vens on the Legion, and the live scopes on the Jaeger. A lot of teams will open up these holes here, as it gives them an angle to impact tricking. Throw the impact, destroy some of the devices on the hatch. Unfortunately, he's going to use a lot of his ammo though to open it up, rather than waiting for a shotgun. XG isn't playing a very roam heavy game. If AMMC can realise this, it may lead to them taking a few rounds. As you see, the one hard breacher on the Maverick isn't going to be able to impact trick. However, their only hope of getting that is the Twitch drone, if the Cade tries to Cade trick it. Looks like we'll have someone. We'll have Slack going very aggressive down into blue. Obviously trying to find a head. Then we'll find some shots onto the Maverick. It looks like that was through the hatch. Yes, that was through the hatch. So that's now going to be trying to use those angles as they cannot open it up. Then we'll find Slack as well, doing a lot of work here. Fortunately, it looks like he's going to run out of ammo fairly early. And we need to finding those heads. Gonna have Sarge breaking the floor, putting a lot of pressure on. No nitros on the side of EXG. So Zombie will find the head of Pogface. That's going to be their smokes of the world. A lot of that plant denial is now gone. Again, no hard breach. They're going to make it very hard to push this side. The castle wall there. Looks like it doesn't know that there is the cave there. Breaking that wall. Gonna trade some shots with Lecken onto, I believe that's Zombie inside. Scope's gonna find that flank onto Leaping Lordy. That was the Twitch. Lecken still low health. Looks like Sophia's gonna have a push coming out of Moto. Can't find him. Lecken is going to find the header Zombie, leaving it all up to Sarch on the sledge again. Benz will find Sarch, taking 3 rounds in a row for EXG. Heading into round 4, you'll find the EXG will most likely go back up to CCTV, as that is now unlocked. We're going to have Sarch on the Blackbeard, Slack on the Capital, Frick on the Thatcher, Lordy on the Ash, and Zombie on the Finker. Probably going to see a 6-pick off to a Thermite here, as he is essential for taking the walls and opening the correct walls. Going to see a 6-pick from like off the smoke onto the castle. Castle doing a very good job to slow down these attackers. On the defensive side, we have Pogface on the Maestro yet again. Big T on the Bandit, she's going to be Bandit tricking these walls. Lecken on the castle. Vens on the Mute, and a live scope on the Ally. Maestro, very powerful operator on really any site with his Evil Eyes, which are bulletproof cams but can also shoot. Now, his cams are thermal vision, so it is very easy to see through smoke, which a lot of teams will try and plant in. Looks like the Mute is going to be playing underneath. Signal Disruptors obviously taking a toll on anti-meta here, denying that a lot of that info. Okay, looks like they're going to be going straight for CCTV this wall, for the wall this time. I'm going to try and place it. Doesn't look like she found it. Doesn't look like T found any. Gonna try and place another one. Obviously waiting, trying to bait out the bandit charges. Gonna throw another one in. and we'll try and chuck it down straight down after it.
This will be fun.
You got Lordy trying to play underneath, trying to provide a bit of that vertical pressure. Looks like you've got Vens inside a garage, deny that angle. Gonna be a bit of a pre-fire come in. Isn't going to find anyone. Seems like AMMC is really struggling to open this wall. Don't believe they have any. Their last EMP. If this does not work, they will unfortunately not be able to get this wall open.
Disabling electronics.
So Claudie will be opening up that window again, trying to get that angle.
Coming up. Please device.
Big T is going to successfully Bandit trick and deny opening of the wall. With none left. They are ambushed. So they're going to be playing on this angle. Such going to find Big T trying to Bandit trick. Unfortunately, it's not going to be able to open the wall as those bandits are already placed down. Instead, they are going to open up construction and try and push from construction. He actually is now at a man disadvantage. Looks like we have someone. Like I'm just waiting for it. Vens will find the head of Slack through the floor. Very nice angle here from Vens. Looks like we've got Blackbeard just outside trying to put a bit of pressure on. You see, setting up for a construction take. Actually, you're going to try and apply some of the pressure here. Unfortunately, we'll not find the head as that shield protects him. Gonna have a second one coming out from Sarge. Repeat it, try and find him. Unfortunately, gonna have to use that nitro to. Vans will drop one with this shoddy. Gonna peek. Low on time, gonna be hard. Lekin will pick up free crack on that final kill from that castle, making it 4 rounds in a row for EXG. Going to be going back to gym bedroom. A lot of teams not liking the soccer room as it is a very hard room to defend and fairly open to the outside. We're going to have Sarch on the Capital, Slack on the Twitch, Frick on the Thatcher, Leaping Lordy on the Jackal, and Zombie on the Ash. Shifting their roles around a bit. Obviously trying to tone down and control a bit of that aggression. Another 6-pick from Slack onto the Thermite. Pretty useful on this site as you saw last round to try and take that room. However, due to the lack of smokes and the early picks from EXG, they struggled to get the plant down. EXG did leave all of this sidewall soft here that you can see, and that gave them the lines of sight they needed onto Anti-Meta Club. Now you see a lot of bandits won't try and bandit trick this wall without a castle. So if they want to deny that bandit tricking, they will have to get the Ash or someone to open up that castle. Actually, going to be bringing that with Falk. Very useful to bring into that info. Looks like we had a few shots in the floor. Going to open up some nice angles and apply pressure vertically. Gonna have Lekin on that bandit, trying to bandit trick it once again. Slack's gonna put that up. Doesn't look like Lekin got it down in time. Gonna quickly rotate off that, give them the wall. One thermite charge down. Zombie already inside. Gonna be quickly aggressively clearing these man's stairs. Zombie is going to find the head of Pogface. Lekin will find Sarch. Unfortunately, we'll get picked off from another one outside, holding that tight angle. Here's a will be down outside. A lot of control of Jim. Going to be very, very hard for a retake. Looks like he didn't see the Valk sitting in the corner there. Valk will know who's at the window now. That's going to be Leaping Lordy finding a shot onto a live scopes. With now Controller Jim going to be planning. Perfect's going to be pulling the diffuser down. Have a look. Looks like T will find him. Going to find Slack. Going to find two. Going to be a retake situation. Vance will find a 2K onto Frickback and Lordy and take that disable. Making it 5 in a round for EXG. Very dominant game here. Very dominant games tonight. Hopefully we can see anti-meta meta try and turn this around once they start to defend. I'm going to go back down to church. Open up again. One all sites. Clubhouse is usually a very defended-sided map. So you'll probably see anti-meta grab a few rounds. However, it's going to be very hard to claw their way back from a 6-0 deficit, from a 5-1 deficit at the least. We're going to have Sarch on the Thermite, Slack on the Nomad. We're going to have Pogface on Maestro, Big T on the Castle, Lecken on the Cade to deny those hatches, Vents on the Legion, and the live scopes on the LR. LR very powerful. A lot of people don't realise, but her Grismont Mines can be used as an echo kind of effect, one-time use only, allowing her to deny that plant for a bit of time. Can be powerful if she still has Grismont Mines left. However, a lot of allies would deploy them on doors for an audio warning when they are coming in a certain direction. Legion, just a very kind of annoying operator with all his little pricks. On the attacking side, we're going to have Sarch on Thermite, Slack on Nomad, Frickfrack on the Thatcher, Lordy on the Jackal, and Zombie on the Ash. Just going to try and get this tunnel open up early. Looks like there's not much. Not much utility committed to keeping it. I'm going to keep one open. Going to bring that Thermite instead to open up hatch. To open up your kitchen hatch. Not many soft breaches. Your only real soft breaching here, breaching utility is your Ash. With her 2 breaching rounds, however, she'll most likely try to use them on the doors. Lordy going to go aggressive, drop hatch. Zombie is going to find a couple. Going to drop. We've hit it. Will we see an impact trick come out? Does not look like it. Unfortunately, all the impacts have all, other than Vance, has already been used. It's like most, they are going to stack up blue. Go for a nice heavy blue push. Vance is in a key position to try and deny it. Now we're going to pick up a kill onto Scopes. Zombie is going to plant Cade in the back, going to find the head of Lordy. There's the Jackal down. Frickfrack onto Lecken. Big T back onto Frickfrack. Slack. Diffuser will be down. It's going to be all up to the Maestro now. Unfortunately, can't find someone. Is going to be Flash. Will down Slack. Going to be a retake situation here. Zombie in a key position to try and push him out. Such as a backup to try and do it. Zombie unfortunately only going to find Slack with that. Maestro going to challenge Zombie. Unfortunately will not find him, and AMMC will pick up their first round. I believe that was the second time the whole match where the diffuser has actually been planted, and that was in amongst the chaos. Anti-meta doing a good job there to cause a lot of chaos. Look, we are going to have anti-meta going to the meta site and holding CCTV. Probably going to see a 6-pick off the Tachanka. On the attacking side, we're going to have Pogface on Thatcher, Lecken on Buck, Live Scopes on Twitch, Benz on Jackal, and Big T on Thermite. Gonna have a 6-pick off the Tachanka onto the Pulse. Very powerful operator on Clubhouse, as a lot of the floors and roofs here are destructible.
Razor wire is deployed.
On the defense side, we're gonna have Zombie on Cade, 40 on Jaeger, Brick Frack on Bandit, Slack on Pulse, and Valkyrie on Sarch.
Deploying razor wire.
Sorry, Sarch on Valkyrie. What a lot of teams will do is ignore these walls down here, however they are essential to taking Garage as they open very big lines of sight.
Deployed and ready to go.
Wall secured!
Gonna be bringing that Bandit, try and Bandit trick the walls. Probably won't have a Kaid on them as well then.
Camera feed up and running.
Deploying sensor.
It will probably primarily be used
Stop worrying about grenades.
to do barbed wire, to do construction walls.
Devices are deployed.
Ben's going to try and be clear out that Pulse from underneath, obviously not knowing that they have 6-picked onto it unless they have spotted him out. He's going to find that Thatcher on his heartbeat sensor. It doesn't look like people are in a good position to do so. Benz is going to find a few shots onto Pulse, put him very low. No Doc on the board to heal him up. That'll give him control underneath side. Going to start using that shotgun of the Buck, end of the Jackal to try and open up the floor, put some angles on. Going to find some footprints. They will be the footprints of the Jaeger. And as such, we'll try and do it. Looks like they are going to go for this wall. Bennett doing a very good job of doing a very good job of trying to Bennett trick and deny it.
Heartbeat sensor activated.
Have a nade chucked up. We'll deal a bit of damage onto the Jaeger. Such will find the Vens on that Jackal underneath by the looks. Bit of a careless push there. You see a lot of teams open up from this upside down angle, which will give them that weird one. Jaeger is going to sprint straight in. Going to find Lecken on that Buck. Get rid of a bit of that pressure from underneath. However, he will take a toll of his health from that. Yeah, she is now in a 3v5 situation. However, one is very low. You've still got this Bandit and Pulse on the roam. EXG struggling really to clear these out, and seems very focused on getting that wall open and pushing from that wall. However, with their smokes off the board, is going to make it a bit more difficult to get that plant down, even with the wall open. PogFace is going to find a few shots into the back of the Kaid with that open window, carelessly peeking. With 30 seconds left, they are going to have to do a push. I'm going to try and open up that wall a bit. Big T still holding that long angle. Going to shoot through a bit through the wall. PogFace is going to find Slack on that Pulse, finally finishing off that kill. Looks like he didn't really find the Bandit. Frifrek is going to find him. Zombie going to pick up 2 kills near the end to start bringing it for AMMC to start bringing it back. AMMC will be going back. Will go down to Church for their second defense. Gonna have PogFace on the Thatcher, Lecken on the Ash, Alive Scopes on the Buck, Vens on the Twitch, and Big T on the Thermite. Gonna have a 6-pick off the Twitch onto the Maverick. Maverick very good to try and deny that Bandit tricking. Which we've had a 6-pick from the Frost onto the Bandit. Maybe to try and Bandit trick the Church walls, as a lot of teams will like to try and hold that. On the defense side, we're going to have Such on the Maestro, Slack on the Bandit, Prick on the Alibi, 40 on the Jaeger, and Zombie on the Legion. Rather than bandit tricking, just going to have bandits on those walls, try and make them use a bit of that utility. Now you see a few teams will shotgun out the top portion of walls like this so that they can bandit trick. Is going to find that the walls are banditted. We'll have to get their Thatcher over to try and open them up. Or even just a Maverick. There is in fact a bandit inside of it. Going to try and challenge him. A lot of teams won't bandit trick this, as can get an angle. However, he's going to find a few shots onto the feet of, I believe that it was Vents on the Maverick. Gonna open up through the hole. Unfortunately, isn't going to find the bandit. We're going to have Buck trying to open up a few of the walls with his skeleton key. Unfortunately, their Thatcher is not upstairs to help their Thermite deal with that Evil Eye. So we'll take a PogCup will take a bit of damage. Looks like that is from the Legion for a nice little peek hole he has there. We'll peek it. Actually, we'll not find the shots. Vensdo will find Slack inside of Dirty. That's going to take a lot of pressure off. He's going to try and make a bit of a hole. Make it so he can get through. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem low enough for him to be able to get through. They are going to get that hatch open. Looks like they did have to expand an Ash charge. No, they didn't have to expand. Probably just a Buck Grenade then to blow up the Evil Eye, as they are very susceptible to the explosives. There's going to be a bit of a blue push coming out from the XG. PogCup is going to find Leaping Lordy on the Jaeger. Unfortunately, we'll not find the head of Alibi. It is a 3-part. Such is going to find Ven. Zombie onto Lecken and Big T onto Sarge. Nice refrag. They all are stuck in there. However, Diffuser is down inside of Church. Very big advantage for the Alibi here. Low health though, going to be very hard for Frick to challenge them. Still got the Legion. 10 seconds left. They are going to have to push them. Pinks are going to start coming out. We do a bit of damage onto the Buck. Gonna have to go aggressive. Gonna find the head. T will find. Unfortunately, we're not be able to get the Diffuser down in time though. AMMC will take their third round. Gonna be going up to gym, seeing a fairly meta game. AMMC gonna be bringing the Clash, not a very used operator, as she requires a lot of teamwork. Unfortunately, gonna be 6-picking off the Clash onto a Doc. Doc allow very aggressive, nice ACOG as well to hold those nice long angles. On the attack, we're gonna see PogCup on the Thatcher. I believe that was Lecken on the IQ. And then defense, we're going to have Zombie on the Bandit, Leaping Lordy on the Doc, Frick on the Pulse. Really like this Pulse, really good Pulse player. Slack on the Jaeger, and Sarch on the Valkyrie. You see a lot of teams do like to do these kind of extended holds So they will set up as though they're holding CCTV. Gives them a lot more map control. And a bit of an area to go. We've got PogFace on the Thatcher. Looks like scopes will be taken down. I believe that was the... Val. Such on the Val. Gonna find shots onto the Nomad. We got picked up. Gonna leave him at a health deficit though. We have PogFace from... Gonna try and Bennett trick this out. Unfortunately don't have much to deny it. And the real opportunity would be maybe get weapons throw underneath. However, not having this wall casted is going to be a bit of a trouble. Vens will find the head of Lordy. It's going to be the Doc taking out, or those Sims taking out, but Zombie will find the head of Vens in return. Looks like is outside. Don't know if he's in position for the run out. Zombie will find him with an aggressive peek. Doesn't look like they had anyone there to refrag him, but no, everyone... Such is going to find the head of Pog. Really starting to bring it back. Not clearing out those runners is really affecting their gameplay. Still a minute and a half. Live Scopes will find Slack from the aggressive pick in CCTV. It's all down to Big T and the Live Scopes now. In a 3v2. With one player on the XG low, it's going to be very hard for them to retake this. Scopes just holding this rotate. Trying to pick anyone who goes aggressive and goes for run outs. Gonna have that pulse underneath, trying to relay a bit of that information. Give the position of the thermite away. And we're cool that he's pushed in. Now unfortunately I have not cleared out the pulse, and as such will be susceptible to a nitro cell from underneath. T is going to start placing the diffuser down. Looks like he's going to go for a bit of run out. They are going to get diffuser down. Nice distraction from the... Going to be zombie finding a live scopes. However, it'll be all up to T now. Pricktrack will find him with the nitro cell from underneath, and that will give them the disable. AMMC taking it 4 rounds in a row, really starting to make a comeback here. Going to be going back up to CCTV now that it is unblocked. We're going to have PogFace on the Thatcher, looking on the Bucker live scopes on the Nomad. Very powerful as Claymores are disabled at the moment through all modes. Vens on the Capital and Big T on the Thermite. Going to have a 6-pick coming from the Tachanka onto the Legion, maybe a bit of an AFK pick onto the Tachanka there. On our defense, we are going to have anti-meta bringing Zombie on the Legion, Lordy on the Jaeger, Frick-Frack on the Bandit, Slack on the Vigil, and Such on the Valkyrie. Obviously doing a bit more of these extended holds, really affecting the XG going in and trying to take it to the map control. As you can see, you're going to have to shot. Lordy going to go a bit aggressive. Isn't going to land his shots. However, we'll find the buck as he goes to vault in aggressively. Unfortunately, not droning it, not knowing where he was, made it hard for that buck to get the kill. That's going to take a lot of that vertical pressure off. Going to go for another run out. However, Big T is going to find the head of Lordy, taking the Jaeger out and trading that buck back. So you got your bandit waiting at the wall for that bandit trick. If they can get a firebolt in and try and deny that while their thermite places it. However, that is going to require a bit of coordination. Look, he did get damaged from a bit of a run out, I believe, from Garage. Unfortunately, they don't have people covering their runouts. Two operators, very low health. Going to be hard for them to bring this back. While not physically having a man advantage, AMMC do in fact have the health advantage, and that'll be a big enough advantage for them to continue forward. However, he actually will get that wall open. Looks like he's going to find Ben's low health. Scopes will get the trade back onto him though. Looks like it was a very aggressive run out from the Vigil. Frickfrack is going to find it. Unfortunately, the Thatcher not being with it did cause a few delays in getting that wall open.
Eyes on the target.
It'll be a 3v2 now, with their bandit on low health. However, it looks like Sarge is going to have a few shots through that, and constant pings coming onto the Nomad. They start to go aggressive. Unfortunately, I do believe Nomad is outside. Pugface will finish off. Frick that remaining health isn't going to land any shots onto the Legion, unfortunately, hiding behind that bomb. Things will be coming out, going to move while he searches for that Valcam. Sarge going to get a Nitro. His Nitro going to find a live scopes outside of that door. He's going to rotate around. Sarge will find him and even out the rounds to a 5-5. A few of those runouts. We're going to have Vens on the Ash and Big T on the Thermite. Gonna have a 6-pick off the sledge onto the buck. A lot of people prefer the buck over the sledge, as buck can go through the roof and through to the next floor, whereas sledge can only go down. Gonna have Zombie on the Caveira, Lordy on the Jaeger, Brickback on the Alibi, just like on the Vigil, and Sarge on the Kaid. Looking at the Vigil playing inside of Garage and trying to deny that kind of area. Gonna do a bit of reconditioning to the wall. Looks like AMMC is setting up for a very roam heavy game round here. Okay, he's going to do a bit of... Such is going to do a bit of a runner. Going to find some health off the Thatcher. Very essential operator with the Kaid, as there is no Twitch on the board to deal with. Somebody's going to lie in wait. Try and find a few picks. Okay, he's going to rotate back down the site, using one he has used an electrical on site. So we have Zombie. I believe that's inside a kitchen. Just waiting. Vens will find Lordy on the Jaeger. Obviously starting to clear that upstairs. Vigil going to aggressively pick. Vens going to pick up a nice 2k onto the 2 roamers. That's most of their roamers down with the Cav stealing kitchen. Doesn't look like they know they're in it. Zombie gonna get off a nice interrogation, gonna reveal the whereabouts of every player. Zombie going to find it down onto the Thatcher. Thatcher grenade will go off though. I'm gonna go for a second interrogation while outside. To deny that interrogation, Benz will take out PogFace. Benz is then going to finish off Zombie, denying it. This is looking very good for EXG, in a very good position. With Kate on low health, it's pretty much all up to the alibi inside.
Reload.
Minute left. Going to start pressuring site. Heartbreacher and Thatcher have been taken out, so look, they will deny a lot of those hatch drop downs. Like a bit of a bug there with Ash's drone. Kate is going to try and... Oh, it looks like Buck is going to sneak in unnoticed. Benz is going to find the head of Sarge there. It'll be all up to the alibi inside the church now. Well, let's go. So we'll start to put the plant down. Alibi on low health. Gonna start cooking nade. Checking nade. Brickback will find it Lecken. The head of Lecken. Benz low health. Bit of low health. Gonna try and hold this rotate. Gonna start placing these nomads down. Wait for him to push. Could be all up to the alibi in a post plant situation. Let's go. We'll find Brickback and we'll take it. And we'll take EXG to match point. Going to be going down to Jim, obviously feeling that the Church Arsenal hold was not up to the standard they want. Going to be going back up to Jim, has worked in the past. Going to have a 6-pick from the Pulse onto the Alibi, and a 6-pick from the Zofia onto the Capital. Capital, especially with his after his rework, has become very powerful as his fire does now fall to the floor. No, it looks like they will in fact go back down to church. Obviously believing they can hold it a little bit better. We're going to have Zombie on the dock with the ACOG, very powerful at holding those nice long angles. Going to have Lordy on the Jaeger. Frick Frack on the Alibi again. Slack on the Bandit. And such on the Valkyrie. Obviously thinking they didn't bring enough intel, no enough information based on where the attackers were. Really standard setup. Looks like we're going to have a couple of people off-site trying to deny. So we're going to have Frick Frack on-site trying to deny this wall as well as the Bandits. On the attacking side, we're going to have Pogface on Thatcher, Big T on the Thermite, Lecken on the Capital, Fens on the Ash, and a Life Scopes on the Nomad. And you see, going to have Vans drone in, try and find those roamers, try and pick them off. However, it doesn't look like anybody is upstairs. The only one upstairs is in fact Sarge inside of at the top of garage. It looks like they've already deemed the top floor clear. This could be a big opportunity for Sarge. He is going to drop down. Looks like he did get spotted out by a drone. Going to drop down and start rotating back to site. That's going to give EXG a lot of the map control that they need to start putting pressure on. Very good timing of it. Man's will find the head of Zombie and is going to find the second one onto Sarge. Very good, nice, some two very important picks. However, there's now going to start allowing them to utilise the Valkyrie cams with a lot more efficiency. Dock those stims off the board, going to be very hard to heal anyone up. So, the only nitro is on Bandit. If he goes for the nitro on the hatch. Then he's going to pick up a third onto Slack as he rotates in, trying to get that nitro on the hatch. However, he's going to struggle a bit, trying to land those shots onto the alibi. Big T is going to start putting the fuser down inside of Arsenal, leaving it in a 5v2 retake scenario. Freecrack will find the head of Scopes, with Lecken finding Freecrack. Willie's going to pick up a 2k, leaving him on barely any health though, onto Vents and Pogface. He is going to have to find both the Capital and Big T's head to get to clutch this out. He's going to go aggressive if he even steps in that fire. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to find. Lecken will pick up the kill and secure the victory for EXG. Unfortunately, that will be GG for Anti-Meta Meta Club. Very well played game from both teams. AMMC nearly managing to bring it back, going 6 rounds straight, and then could not win their last two defenses, which they needed to take it to